regarding the Mootrala or the diuretic action of Gokshara or Tribulus terrestris. It acts as a diuretic. It is Shotahara, meaning anti-inflammatory. That's why it is there in the Dashamula group of herbs. And it also acts as lithotriptic, meaning it is very frequently used for the treatment of urinary calculi. Gururaja sir, can you please explain us the Mootrala action or the diuretic action of Gokshara?
This Gokshura is one of the Samana Pratyarabdha Dravya. If you observe the drug potential, it is Guru Snigdha in Guna, Madhura in Rasa, Madhura in Vipaka, Shita in Virya, Ashmari Bhedana is its Prabhava. So if you go through these observations, what the drug potential has been explained, Guru Snigdha Guna is very clearly from the Prithvi and Aap Mahabhuta. Madhura Vipaka, Madhura Rasa is also once again from Prithvi and Aap Mahabhuta. Shita Virya is also from Aap Mahabhuta. So any drug with this sort of internal configuration is always supporting the urinary system to produce a Mootrala action, provided a precondition prevails inside the body. So anyhow, this will going to improve the urine output once it is taken, and it is specifically action or pharmacological action based on its Rasaguna Vira Vipaka to some extent. But its lithotriptic action or Ashmari Bhedana action is due to its Prabhava. How this drug is going to break the urinary calculi, it is not known as such. But it is extensively used, and we are also getting the results in a patient when it is given. So this Gokshura, basically, even though we anticipate that a drug which is Tikshna, Ushna, that only can break the stones or Ashmaris. It is not so. This drug is also acts as Ashmarigna by its Prabhava. And of course, it's a Mootrala, so helps to expel the content in a more quantity from the urinary tract, hence acting as Mootrala. And that Mootrala effect go hand in hand with that Ashmarigna effect, then it will be allowed to expel the stones or the urinary things. So that's the reason we use a lot of Gokshura in particularly with Mutra Krichra, Mutra Daha and Mutra Alpata and even urinary tract infection or urinary calculus, these conditions.
So most of the herbs which act as Mootrala or diuretic, which produces and expels urine, so they are often, we see that it is Shita Virya, right sir?
No, it is not so. There are drugs which are also Ushna Virya can also do, because Ushna Virya Dravya can also stimulate the Vrukka or kidneys to produce more and more urine. They also can help it. Even for example, Kshara. Kshara is hygroscopic, but it is Tikshna Ushna. Because of its hygroscopic nature and Tikshna Ushna, it also helps in acting as a diuretic. It also produces more urine. So that is the reason we don't find that only simply based on Shita Virya or Ushna Virya the drug will act. No, it's not like that. It's a complex issue. Here this Gokshura, because of its configuration, it supports the Mootrala activity. Of course, in case of a Kshara, because of its penetrative and Kshara Guna and even hygroscopic nature, it helps in production of the urine or even expulsion of the urine.
Thank you, Zaid sir. And most of the lithotriptic action of most of the Ayurvedic herbs, the pharmacology of behind it is only understood by its action or its prabhava, right sir? Because I mean there is no chemical way in which we can explain these herbs with their lithotriptic action.
That's what I said. With the rasapanchakas of a drug, not in a right way to explain this, because acharyas have very clearly mentioned these karmas, specific karmas of Ashmari Bhedana and Hridya, Krimigna, all these things are prabhava. It is due to Prabhava. Prabhava is Achintya Virya, it is said. We cannot explain on the basis of Rasapanchaka how this drug working in this condition. So it has to be accepted as Aptavachana, explained by Acharyas. It should be considered. And of course, when we are using those drugs in reality, it is producing the similar type of effect what the Acharyas have said. So we need to accept that in totality.